Have you ever wondered how to make your man obsessed with you? Like he can't stop replaying your words in his mind, or he's talking to his friends yet every topic circles back to you. What are those tricks many women use to win their men's hearts and make them completely obsessed? In the next few minutes, I shall reveal 8 psychological tricks to make your man obsessed with you. It's not about manipulating or mentally controlling him. It's about influencing his thoughts naturally to bring him closer to you. Before we begin, we need your support. Like the video and subscribe to our channel to stay updated. Let's begin. Number 8. Fear connection. Alright ladies, what if I tell you that a little bit of fear or a fearful experience in your relationship can actually strengthen your connection with your man? Now, most of you might laugh at this. Fear, believe it or not, is one of the few psychological proven tricks that a shared experience of fear can do wonders. I know you are confused, but let me explain. Let's say you both end up in a haunted house far away from the population somewhere in the woods. It's dark everywhere and the silence in itself is scary as hell. And as you move through the dark, creepy corridors, you feel the tension building. Maybe a sudden jump scare makes you grab his arm, and in that moment you both laugh, realizing how silly it was to be so scared. This shared experience of fear makes your connection stronger with him. Now, according to science, when we are in such a situation, our brain releases chemicals like adrenaline or dopamine. These chemicals are associated with excitement and pleasure. So, you know what happens next. Whenever he falls into a situation of fear or pressure again, the first thing he thinks about is you. He associates the way out of this fear with you. In short, he thinks about you in tense situations, seeing you as a person who might help him get over the situation. And without even realizing it, he misses you a lot more. Now, how can you incorporate this kind of fruitful fear into your relationship? Firstly, know that it doesn't have to be as extreme as taking him to a haunted house. It could be as simple as doing something or encouraging him to do something for you that you both never did together. Or it could be as daring as getting out of your comfort zone and accepting the challenges. Or it could be as basic as watching horror movies together. So, if you haven't tried this one already, maybe it's time to use the psychological trick of fear to make him obsessed. Number 7. Positive reinforcement effect. Does it ever happen to you that when you praise someone, they seem to keep doing whatever you praise them for? That's the positive reinforcement effect model at work. It's a simple idea. People tend to repeat actions that get them positive feedback. Understanding this can help you boost your relationship by encouraging good behavior in a natural and effortless way. Understand it like this. Does it ever happen that you find yourself attracted to a guy, but when he starts interacting with you, your feelings start to change for him? Like he made you feel a certain way with his nice words and his smile that you suddenly feel attracted to him. The same happens with guys. When you are being nice to him, you both always have fruitful conversations and enjoy each other's company. He may not realize it, but when you are away, he will think about you. He will think, man, she is really good. I want to talk more to her. This principle works because people naturally want to feel good. When they get positive feedback, their brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. This makes them more likely to keep doing whatever got them that praise in the first place. For example, if your partner does something thoughtful and then you tell them specifically what you love about it, they'll be motivated to do similar things again because they want to get that positive feeling from you. So, how can you use this positive reinforcement effect? Just remember, it's not about fake reinforcement. Rule number 1 is being genuine and sincere with whatever you do or say to him. For example, let's say he did something for you. Instead of just saying thanks, tell him that what he did you liked and why you liked it. Praise him properly and then say thanks. This quick dose of affection will work like magic, making him obsessed. Just remember not to overdo it. When you do it way too much, this can lose its value. He may think of you as just saying it and not actually being serious about it, or that you don't actually mean it. Number 6. Reciprocity Rule. Do you ever experience that kind of situation where you make efforts to do something for another person and the other person feels that he or she had to do something in return? This is the main principle of reciprocation. It's an important psychological theory under which the people feel obligated to return the favor. By studying reciprocity, you will be able to demonstrate how he may be tricked into being more interested in both you and your relationship. For instance, consider a scenario whereby you decide to prepare your partner's favorite meal of the day after they've just had a long day at work. Now, your partner, who is appreciative of your gesture, may feel pressure to return the favor. This may include arranging for a date or doing something that he or she knows will be pleasing for you. This is not just about doing big things. This could be small things, like getting him a cup of coffee, and the purpose is to create a cycle of giving and receiving. Reciprocity works because it taps into a fundamental social rule. When relating, people would also like to keep a certain balance in the things that they do. That is why when you give something, be it a few hours of your time, your attention, or a couple of candies, the other person feels that he or she has to do something in return. This is due to the perception of the power and fairness where people intend to balance the benefits accruing from a relationship. And when he feels pressured to return the favor, he thinks more about you and the way to make you happier and return the favor, but in a more appealing way. That constant thought of making you happy in his mind can make him obsessed with you before he even realizes it. Okay, how can you utilize Cross to make him even more involved? First and foremost, care for him and be considerate of his feelings. These little things that a wife has said she does are big ways to manipulate the husband because they make him feel guilty to repay the same courtesy. It is always possible to be motivated by kindness and care for the other person while still avoiding positions that could be construed as manipulative. Number 5. Social proof. Does it ever happen to you that when your friends are talking about how amazing you are, they start to take a notice and get more intrigued? That's the power of social proof, and it can be a great way to make him obsessed with you. Imagine this. You're at a get-together and your friends are going on about how wonderful you are, whether it's your sense of humor, your kindness, or how great you are at planning events. He hears these compliments and sees how much others appreciate you. It creates this buzz that makes him think, wow, if everyone else thinks she's incredible, she must be someone special. So, how can you use this to get him more hooked? Focus on being the kind of person who naturally attracts positive attention. When you're surrounded by friends who rave about your qualities and achievements, it's like you're getting a glowing endorsement without even trying. He'll see the ways that others admire you and start to wonder why he hasn't gotten to know you better himself. For instance, you're out with your friends who are enthusiastically talking about how much fun you are or how you always know how to lift their spirits. They'll start to see you in a new light. He'll feel this urge to get closer to you and find out what makes you so special. It's not just about being praised, but also about letting those positive vibes from your friends create an impression for you. In short, let your social circle help shine a light on your best qualities. When he sees that others think you're amazing, he'll want to be a part of that admiration and get closer to you. Social proof is a clever way to boost your allure and make him more obsessed with you. So, let the praise from your friends do some of the heavy lifting and watch how it makes him want to know you even better. Number 4. Curiosity gap theory. Alright, ladies, the next psychological trick to make a man obsessed with you is the presence of curiosity. The curiosity gap theory suggests that a little bit of mystery engages us humans because we are wired to solve puzzles, or our brains are made to find answers to questions. The more curious we are about something, the more we get engaged in that thing mentally. Let me explain how curiosity gap theory is a powerful psychological trick in relationships. Let's say you had a recent trip with friends to the Maldives. It was a time well spent with a lot of stories to share, but you do not share everything from top to bottom. Instead, you tell bits and pieces of the story about your adventure and leave a big portion of the mystery unexplained. For example, you don't tell him all the friends that were traveling with you, or you don't reveal every tourist spot that you went to, or you don't give away the other minute details that make the story more interesting. This will make him wonder more and more about you and your trip. He will want to fill in the missing pieces to get the full story. While he spends time doing it, he will be forced into thinking more about you and will be psychologically connected with you in this way. He'll be intrigued, thinking, what's the full story? Why didn't she tell me more? That curiosity will keep him thinking about you long after the conversation ends, making him eager for the next time that he can talk to you. Now, understand it like this. You don't need a full adventure to create this curiosity. You could do it with your everyday life, like telling him how your day at the office has been wonderful but then not giving the essential details, or how you met your childhood friends but left room for curiosity in your conversation. In short, keeping a little bit of mystery alive can work wonders in making him more obsessed with you. The curiosity gap pulls him in and keeps him wanting more, turning his interest into a deep, ongoing fascination. Number 3. Scarcity. Just like your stories don't need to be revealed from top to bottom, what if I tell you that you don't have to be available to him all the time to keep him happy? The scarcity rule says that the less available you are, the more he'll be pulled to you. Creating scarcity is a subtle psychological trick to make him obsessed. Let me break it down for you. Tell me, do you make yourself available to him all the time? Like if he sends you a text message, you reply back within seconds. Or if he wants to have a phone call all night, you talk with him all night. Or if he asks you to get ready because he wants to take you out, you leave everything and start getting ready. If yes, that's a problem. Believe it or not, making yourself available easily makes you less attractive. Contrary to this, if you make yourself less available, he will think more about you. For example, he sends you a message and you reply within a few hours. If he asks you out, it's okay to decline once in a while because you already have plans with family. Let me tell you why it always works. When something is hard to get or seems rare, it becomes more valuable in our minds. The same goes for attention and time. If he feels like he has easy access to you all the time, well then he might start taking you for granted. But when you're a little less available, when your time and attention are just a bit harder to come by, it makes him crave them more. Doing it is very easy. You just have to start doing less than what you already do. Don't reply back to him within seconds. Don't obey him every time. And it is okay to politely decline his request too. But make sure not to overdo it. You need a perfect balance of scarcity in your relationship. Number 2. Priming. Priming is a rare but one of the most powerful psychological tricks to make any man get obsessed. And what is priming? Tell me, does the thought of him click in your mind when you hear something, or if you listen to some music? That's priming in play, and guys think of you the same way you do. Let me explain it in more clear words. Priming works by planting ideas or emotions in someone's mind, which then influence them how to feel or behave later on. For example, if you often listen to a particular song and he is aware of it, whenever he will listen to that song, he'll be thinking of you, even when you're not around. Or let's say you love watching science fiction movies. Whenever he watches a movie of this genre, you will appear in his thoughts. It could even be an idea, like you love planting trees. This will make him think of you whenever he sees someone planting a tree. Another powerful factor of priming is emotions in a relationship, like trust, excitement, or deep connection. If you consistently bring up these topics, he'll start to see you as someone who embodies those qualities. If you talk a lot about being honest, this will make him think of you whenever he is in a situation where someone exhibits honesty, or if there is a dire need for honesty. The more he thinks about you, the more he will get obsessed. But how can you plant those ideas or emotions in his mind? Start by weaving certain themes, ideas, or even specific words into your conversations. Talk about the things that you enjoy and that you want him to associate with you. The next time he encounters those things, he'll automatically think of you, creating a mental connection that keeps you on his mind. Number 1. Emotional contagion. Does it ever happen to you that his presence changes your mood entirely when you two are together? That is called emotional contagion. It is a cool psychological strategy that can actually make him more obsessed with you. Emotional contagion is the phenomenon whereby you find that the emotions that you have can pass to other people without you having to make a conscious effort to spread those feelings. If you are happy, excited, or interested, he becomes happy, excited, or interested because he tends to reciprocate the feeling. And because people love to be around things that make them feel good, they will start to crave your company. Imagine you feel happy with the new entertainment that you have in mind or the vacation that you are going to have. Your enthusiasm is infectious, and in the blink of an eye, he too becomes excited. Or maybe you are in the mood for a serious conversation, and suddenly he is in the same dark, profound mood as well, which makes the interaction more profound. It's not a case of pretending or putting in effort to please. It is simply feeling this way or that and noticing the way he reacts to it. The more positive feelings you introduce into your interaction period, the more he will link you to such feelings. If he feels happy every time he is with you, he will naturally seek to be with you again and again. I believe that this is one of the most effective yet easy methods of improving your relationship with him and making him feel more attracted to you. Well, how can you then benefit from this emotional contagion? Try to remain yourself and express your emotions to him. Sometimes when you're happy or excited, let him see that as well. It is also important that when you feel deep or reflective, then that is the type of content you should post. In that way, you are real and he can feel those emotions with you, which will give you this connection that is real and significant. And before you know it, he'll be wanting that intimacy even more, getting more and more enamored with you in the process.